Wait. Oh!
Ready? Go!
Genesis postponed? Mango said he found it 2 days ago. Cool. Of course he did. I'm here doing an online tournament, and this happened. Apparently, Genesis is yet another event. Many already in the line, so to speak. That has been postponed, not canceled, thankfully, but postponed. Obviously, this wasn't the first tournament to happen. McSmasher announced it. The new Glitch tournament announced it. But I think Glitch was postponed a month, whereas Genesis is being postponed 3 months. It's a whole new season. They're putting it in April 15th. And they gave kind of like the same way you quit your job. They gave us basically 2 weeks notice. Because it was in 2 weeks. And, you know, given the actual state of things in the earth, with Omicron especially, given the state of things, like, I'm actually not surprised this happened, but at the same time, it makes me wonder if whether or not the same thing will also happen in April. And they basically said, we know this feels abrupt and close, but the conditions that necessitate this decision were just as abrupt. We've taken everything into consideration, and we made what we believe is the best decision possible for the safety of our attending staff and the quality of the event itself, given the circumstance and the timeline. 2 weeks notice, we've been evaluating our situation. We want to do it safely. So safety was the main concern here. When someone buys a ticket for Genesis, we have an obligation as organizers to ensure a safe environment. We included on-site PCR testing, an entire second hall venue, PPE supplies, and including a limited amount, sanitizing products of the venue, and multiple hour-long meeting with the staff to ensure the safe and easy flow for vaccine check-in. In spite of all this, we still don't think we can provide a reasonably safe event in these circumstances. So yeah, I don't know if you guys realized and how this is and what this is, but when you over the holidays, that was the first time where either myself or someone directly related to me, i.e. my mom, my grandma, caught COVID. And if you look at the graphs, this is now the fastest spreading virus, not just variant, the fastest, easiest to catch virus in the history of humanity, basically. The nature of the virus means that basically every 4 days it doubles in size and the amount of people that are infected. It's literally exponential. And even the government and people have said, people who are in charge, they basically said regardless of like what you do, the odds are like it'll be caught by people. The good news is, and I'm thankful that I have it, is that the vaccine, the booster, does lower the symptoms. My symptoms were very mild, and I'm pretty glad about it. And that's the good thing. However, in this case, because it's a large-scale event like Genesis, they can't safely do that anyways. So, besides safety, we've been risking the event not being able to actually function. They got to do it on time. Obviously, there's going to be thousands and thousands of people here. And still with 2 weeks to the original date, it's likely even more staff would have done the same, making not postponing an original gamble. So not only were tons of people, I think all of Japan dropped out at once from the Ultimate Side event, but a bunch of volunteers and staff were also dropping out. And you have to imagine, after a certain point, that like eats into the possibility of the event actually working. Yeah. Most importantly, the added stress and sacrifices we would have to ask of our remaining staff and volunteers to take on would be too detrimental to their mental and physical health. By postponing, Wow. By postponing, we are incurring costs into the 6-figure range. Holy are they actually 6 figures in the hole? Like, is that money that's gone forever? I guess so, because they probably had a contract. Crimson Blur, yes, that's not a lie. Bro, who's covering that? Any other alternative would have shut our doors for good, and we would be not able to do another Genesis ever again. We're fortunate to have the venue that could accommodate us and move the event to a viable date, something not all events operating in this Omicron peak have the opportunity to do, and we ask that you extend your understanding towards them. Jeez. Yeah, events cost a lot to put on, guys. Yeah, being a TO is indeed a thankless job. These events cost way too much to put on. Genesis is in some ways one of the greatest tournament experiences you can go to. I've been to every single one. So yeah, we ask for your understanding. We'll be able to deliver a safer and more enjoyable experience. Anyways, that is pretty insane. And it makes me wonder what other, because a lot of events will probably follow suit here. A lot of other events will likely cancel here as a result. This just happened to be the most recent one. Of course, and there's responses here. Aiden. People that book flights, a lot of economy tickets can be refunded for this far out. Change it with lower change fee to adjust to April. Yeah, because a lot of people... this is... Just imagine the cost in just plane tickets alone. And here's the scariest part about all of this. And it seemed that we finally had the chance. First, their controller got shut down because of complications from COVID. And now, dude, Nintendo could do an online circuit and it just won't be the same. It just won't be the same at all. Like, this is supposed to be like an in-person thing. Yeah, this is just yeah, they can't postpone something that hasn't been announced yet with a date, but I have a pretty good feeling it'll happen later than it was supposed to. Damn. Well, guess I gotta find something else to that weekend. I'm hoping enough people wake up. I'm hoping, I'm number one for another year. Let's go. I'm hoping enough people do their part. And I'm hoping enough people see that this is a group effort. And with proper action will come proper change. And all I can do is hope. Hopium, copium, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. All I can do.